LV55 Media LLC presents the Heroes of Montford Point Mobile Landing Platform Ceremony, Part 3, featuring Congresswoman Susan Davis, Congressman Juan Vargas, and Congressman Scott Peters.
Next, I'd like to recognize the man responsible for the construction of USNS Montford Point, ship's manager, Jeff Hunt. Jeff, this is Jeff's 5th ship as a ship's manager. Under Jeff's leadership, MLP-1 construction performance is the best for a lead ship in NASSCO's history. When it hit the water, it was greater than 90% complete. And lessons learned from MLP-1 are helping us to achieve ship-over-ship learning of better than 15% for MLP-2. Jeff, would you please stand? General Dynamics NASSCO, I would like to present the USNS Montford Point for christening to our sponsor, Mrs. Jackie Bolden, and the wife of Major General Charles Bolden. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Fred. Our next speaker is Congresswoman Susan Davis. Congresswoman Susan Davis proudly represents California's 53rd Congressional District. Her interest in public affairs and service grew out of her experience as a social worker, parent, youth mentor, and military spouse. Through these life experiences, she developed an understanding of and deep commitment to improving her community and our country. She is a lifelong friend and supporter of the Navy, the Marine Corps, military families, and this shipyard. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Congresswoman Susan Davis.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Wow, you're all the way out there. I can see you, all of you, and it's just great. It's great to be here and to have you all here as well, because you know how important this is. It is a momentous occasion today, and we have a number of people with us who are really honoring NASSCO and certainly honoring the Montford Point Marines. And look, as you're all here, it's so exciting because I know you're coming from all over the country. Thank you very, very much for being here and honoring us. I'm here and pleased to have General Amos here as well. And thank you, Fred. I wanted to say a moment about Fred Harris, because in thanking so many of the people who were so critical to this effort, you really honor the entire crew here. The workmanship, the fact that you come in on time and under budget. I think the Commandant said to me, we should build all the Navy ships here at NASSCO. What do you think of that? I couldn't agree more. And we know that these are trying times for everybody. I want you to know I'm fighting for you and with you, and we hope that we will get through this together. Thank you. And particularly to Jackie and to Charlie Bolden, thank you so much for all of your efforts as well. Well, I'm just delighted to be here and to honor the sacrifices of the Montford Point Marines, and I'm going to talk about them. Fred talked about the MLP-1, and that's wonderful. I'm going to talk more about the Marines, because it is really hard to imagine a Marine Corps that would exclude anyone who is willing to serve their country and to make those sacrifices. But we have to remember that there were many, many obstacles, and you all know them well, to blocking the ability of someone to stand up and say, I want to serve. It was only 70 years ago that black and white Marines were not considered equal. And in fact, black Marines, as we know, were not allowed to train with their white contemporaries, and were even forced to undergo basic training at a wholly new location, thereby creating the name of the Montford Point Marines. As they told me today, we had to fight to fight. These brave men, 20,000, some of whom, of course, we have with us today, are a shining example of what perseverance and dedication to country can bring us. Their selfless service and desire to protect their nation, our nation, taught a generation of Americans what it means to accept your neighbor. It is because of them that we saw a true integration of the Marine Corps many years before we could see this change in our greater society. So I applaud you. I applaud those who chose to name the MLP-1 in their honor for this great cause that you fought for, equality for all. It is that message that we still carry with us today, and what has made us a better nation and a better Marine Corps. Thank you all again for being here for this historic christening, and I certainly appreciate this opportunity. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Congresswoman Davis, and we may just hold you to that. Well, our next speaker is Congressman Juan Vargas. Congressman Vargas is a new member of Congress, but has been very supportive of our region, our shipyard, its employees, and families while representing this area of San Diego on the San Diego City Council, State Assembly, and most recently, the State Senate. In his life, he has focused on the importance of service, the health and welfare of his community while working to bring jobs to Southern California. He serves on the House Committees on Foreign Affairs, Agriculture, and Administration. Congressman, thank you for joining us today. Will you please welcome Congressman Juan Vargas?
Thank you very much. It really is an honor to be here today. I want to thank General Dynamics NASSCO. It's fantastic that you will be building all of the ships here. Right on. I'll make sure I'll put that in a bill tomorrow, Commandant. I think it's a fantastic idea. And I also want to thank especially all of the men and women that are here representing the Montford Point Marines. Of course, I mean the wives, the daughters. It's such a proud moment, I think, for all of us. And so thank you very, very much, and welcome to the district. This is part of my district. So welcome each and every one of you from the association and your family and your friends. It's an honor to have you here. God bless you. I won't make my remarks long because there are more important people to hear, but I did want to say this. I studied to be a priest for many years, and now hearing Chaplain Kennedy come up and bless this ship and soon to be christened, and bless this ship as a beacon of peace and reconciliation. I think the only appropriate place to put it then is not in the water, but at the Capitol. So, if you don't mind, Commandant, I think we ought to take this one and set it right on the lawn. But really, I do want to thank all of the men and women that have worked on this ship, all the men and women that will make this ship a blessing to our country, a blessing for peace. So I thank you. And lastly, I want to thank every person here that's in the military. We are going through some very difficult times in our nation, and that one institution, the one institution that still shines bright and everyone has respect for, is the military. All of you who have served and those of you that are continuing to serve, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Vargas. Our next speaker is Congressman Scott Peters from California's 52nd District. Congressman Peters is in his first term in Washington, but gained a seat on the House Armed Services Committee and its influential Sea Power and Projection Forces Subcommittee, which oversees and authorizes Navy shipbuilding and important Marine Corps programs. He has served our area on the San Diego City Council and most recently as a Port Commissioner for San Diego. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Congressman Scott Peters.
Mr. Harris, Mrs. Bolden, Mr. Bolden, Admiral Cullum, Mr. Everhart, Admiral Lewis, General Amos, Congresswoman Davis, Congressman Vargas, Rear Admiral Busby, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for the invitation to be here with you. It is my honor. Today we christen a ship that honors the 20,000 courageous African Americans whose patriotism moved them to enlist and train at Montford Point, despite the adversity they faced, knowing that their road would be harder than the road of other soldiers. Although the Montford Point is the first of her class, she's not the first ship to be built here at NASSCO. For over 50 years, shipbuilders, the unsung heroes of our Navy, have been building ships at NASSCO. As San Diegans, we know how important the work that they do is to our community and our national security. These men and women love their jobs and take pride in knowing that they are vital to our national security, just as are the proud sailors and Marines that serve our nation abroad on these ships. They are true patriots, and we thank them for their skill, their dedication, and for the critical role they play in keeping America free and safe. Now, as you may have heard back in Washington, there are some serious budget issues about the sequester and so forth, and every day this week I've gone to the House floor urging my colleagues to come together to find a solution, hoping that they will understand the gravity of these decisions, the ones we're making and the ones we're not making. I too, like Juan, I wish I could bring this ship to the House floor because I can't think of a better argument why we need to protect ourselves from indiscriminate cuts. The achievement that we're standing by today is not only a testament to American ingenuity and strength, it tells men and women who risk their lives for us daily that we care about their safety and the preparedness for the 21st century challenges they face. I'm back in Congress on Monday, and I'll tell my colleagues about the USNS Montford Point and continue to advocate for a balanced budget that lowers our deficit without hurting our defense and our country in the process. So congratulations and thank you to all the hardworking men and women that built this ship. Your nation is grateful to you for your skill and your dedication, and to all of you who served in our armed services at around Montford Point in the past and today. Thank you for your service. God bless you all. Thank you.
This event was recorded live on March 2nd, 2013 at the General Dynamics NASSCO Shipyard, San Diego, California.